In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the inner fender liner on a Toyota Highlander. Using a 21mm socket, remove your 5 lug nuts. Remove your wheel. Using a 10mm socket, remove the 2 bolts on the splash guard molding. And then there's 1 clip on the bottom. Using a pair of clip pliers, I'm going to remove the clip on the splash guard molding. And then remove the splash guard molding. Remove this clip. Using a 10mm socket, remove the bolt on the bottom of the inner fender liner. Keep going around, removing all the 10mm bolts in the wheel well. Going to use some clip pliers. One more clip hiding under here. These clips get old and they break. Under the front of the car, that clip, and then there's 3 more 10 mils. One, 2, and then 1 right next to the wheel well. And now our inner fender liner is ready to come out. Starting at the front, I'm going to start pulling the inner fender liner out. You need to use a flat blade screwdriver or trim tool on the wheel trim arch to remove it out of the nutsert, and then you are able to pull the fender liner out. Using a trim tool, remove the clip. Now you can start to pop the wheel arch off. We're going to remove the wheel arch. There's clips and double-sided tape holding it on. Those are the clips. There's 2 styles. You can push on these on the back side of the fender. These white clips are on the rest of them. Remove this clip. You're going to want to go on the back side and squeeze them with a pair of pliers right here, and then push them out through the front. Do the same thing on the top clip. Remove the inner fender liner. Install the fender liner. Line up your 2 clips. Push those in. I'm going to put 1 bolt in the back over here. Just hand started to hold this up for me. Same thing in this top left. All of this stays on the outside of the fender. And then put this inside of the bumper. I'm going to put 1 clip right here to hold it up. Tuck this part into the bumper and under the main splash shield. 1 10 mil there. The fine threaded 10 mil goes here. And we'll put our one clip back. And one more 10 mil bolt right here. When I was removing my inner fender liner, this was not connected. However, it is supposed to be. So we're going to slide it into the back there. And then put this little flathead clip back in. And a quarter turn to lock it in. Just like that. This top part of the fender liner is supposed to be tucked in above the fender. Install 2 more bolts into the inner fender liner. And then tighten those down. Install the wheel arch. There's one clip in here that goes under and it will clip in right there. And then go around, lining your clips up and just pushing them in. Give it a tap around the whole thing. Make sure the inner fender liner is inside the front bumper here. Put one bolt here. Put one of the large clips right here. Back to a bolt. Working our way around the wheel arch using a smaller of the clips. We'll install these 2. Using a smaller clip, install it into this hole. Install one 10mm bolt under the vehicle and install this one clip for now. Tighten down this 10mm. Install a clip right there. Install the mud flap molding. Put in the 2 10mm screws. These are the extra long ones. Before we tighten those down, there's one more clip we got to put in under here, and we'll go through and tighten down all the bolts that we left loose. Install the clip that holds the wheel arch, inner fender liner, and splash guard molding. Go around the wheel arch and tighten down all the 10mm screws. Install the wheel back onto the car. Install the 5 lug nuts. Snug them down in a star pattern to ensure that it's square. And then once it's on the ground, we'll torque the wheels. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to torque the wheels to 76 foot-pounds in a star pattern. I like to go around twice and make sure they don't move at all. You're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.